Best of 5 it is. Happy versus Blade. The Emperor being challenged once again by one of the craziest humans that we have in all of Europe. The results in the past encounters, they look very one-sided. 2-0 happy, 3-0 happy, 3-0 happy, 1-0 happy, 2-0 happy, 2-0 happy, 1-0, 1-0, 4-1. It doesn't look like Blade would stand a chance, but sometimes results are very misleading. And especially if you take a look at the Rising Star semifinal and grand final, where Blade was so freaking good. Didn't get a map in the end, but every single map was fought until the very, very end. And Happy was breaking more than one sweat. So, will this happen once again? Game 1, Northern Isles.
I'm really looking forward to this. Especially in Europe, Happy is getting challenged in this matchup very rarely. And I think Blade is the #1 guy to do it. Not trying to take anything away from Hawk. He's a very strong player. But just mentally, I feel like Blade currently is much better equipped to have a better chance here. MK for first?
Okay. That's
What?
something new. That's something very new.
We saw today Chimiko playing this against Night Elf on this map, but against Undead, I'm not sure that I've ever seen it. Well, Yumiko, yes, but Yumiko freaking plays MK first everywhere, even on AZ. Did Infi start playing MK first on this map, or why is everyone starting to do it?
I have no idea, man. Thank you, Caro, for the sub. Happy will see this relatively early. So what's the creep route? What's the follow-up? What are the timings?
Yeah, MK is extremely reliant on level 3, much more so than the AM. And that makes this map already early game creep route difficult with an AM, because level 3 is not reliable. He's going for instant expo. What?
Remo,
Happy adjusts his opening. Normally he always goes creeping at the green first, but seeing the MK, perfect scout timing on the Acolyte by the way, he's going in for the harass.
Okay.
If this DK steals 2 last hits here, this MK is stuck on level 1 forever.
Yeah, pretty much impossible to level him up. And we all know how crazy this is, but we have Stormwall to work with against the coils. Oh, uses it on the Magi. That's a coil on the Peasant. Saves him into the gold mine, but only for so long. Creeps all go to Blade so far. And with the skeleton, that's level 2.
Don't mind this ring at all on the MK, actually. He's gonna be always in the front line. Coil on a skeleton.
Yeah. Has a long duration. New skeleton summoned.
Okay, this is so far looking surprisingly well for Blade. He has lost barely anything. He can set up the expo here in a moment. But how is he gonna get level 3? That's the big question here.
Yeah, Happy looks like he's gonna be oppressive throughout the entire early
Waiting
game.
for the next Rod of Necromancy cooldown. And then he wants to come in with everything at the same time. 5 skeletons.
There we go. Is it gonna be a peasant slaughter as we've seen so many times? All rods used, bashes again, coils the skeleton again. With that, the peasant might survive. Only the headbutt Acolyte is following him here.
Pretty solid defense here so far by Blade. Yes, he loses 2 peasants, but that's something he can't prevent. Loses another one, 3 peasants lost. Okay. But that's all of the DK's mana, and now also all rods used. Fiend comes in. MK has been saving quite a bit of mana here. The Fiend has to be careful with how it's moved.
This peasant has to be careful about the skeletons, but yeah, that's true. So, pretty much 1/3 of a level from skeletons only. It was a lot of kills, and the footman block prevents the skeletons from attacking this peasant. Blade playing phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with this defensive play here so far. Doesn't lose that peasant. Happy, obviously, outstanding skeleton micro, but a few still go down to the Mountain King. Sarghain, thank you for the sub.
A player's forces are under attack.
Wow, this is super exciting. This is super unique.
Yeah. Blade needs to make sure he keeps up the peasant production. He will have to go into tier 2 here rather soon. Good skeleton scout again. Sees the MK coming.
It's not
But as I
Gargs.
mentioned earlier, level 3 for the MK here is very hard to achieve.
It's not Gargs, by the way. This could have been an option, but since it's happy, it really isn't. It would have been the ultra surprise.
Quite a few unders recently against MK First have been playing tier 2 counter expos, by the way. I don't think Happy has fallen into that camp as far as I'm aware. But I must admit, Neo, I haven't been watching Happy streams as religiously lately. I'm sorry.
Didn't you watch enough? Like that's kind of a shame, man. That's your one task, right? To keep up with Happy's meta. First you missed that he's playing Lich Mirror. Now this.
Can I even be a Happy fanboy at this point? Can I even continue the back to Warcraft Happy circle jerk? I don't know.
This is turning out to be a lot of peasants now.
Oh, MK coming in towards the Fiends. Has a lot of footies. This could very easily lead to Stormbolt surrounds. But the Lich is here also. Fiend is stuck in the corner. But this could be quite a few footies dying for this kill. If he even gets it, that was not a full surround.
Greater mana, by the way. This is a lot of coils if Happy wants to.
This should be a kill now, I think.
But that is
But
expensive.
it's not a free kill. It's not a kill at all. If he commits the big mana.
He has
He's waiting
two
for the
fiends.
Stormbolt, then he's going to use the big mana. Yep. Perfect execution by Happy.
And oh wow, that was so many peasants. So many footmen. It was a romantic-esque opening with like 8 footmen and 3 are remaining.
Wait a minute. Happy's going for Ziggurat, no tech.
A player's
Is he
forces are under
the
attack.
first time ever going for a tier 2 wagon all in?
Oh wow.
I mean, it kind of looks like either that or actually expansion now. Or something that I don't understand, which is absolutely possible.
Yeah, no tech. He has no gold for that yet, but also no wagon. That would take away the Pit Lord that Happy usually plays. Blade is almost at tier 2.
MK needs this experience here so bad. He needs his level 3 so bad. Ooh, Happy's around the corner for the creep jack.
Has to... Oh wow. Stormbolt to get that, but another big Nova right onto this. 1 footman kill, 2 footman kills. Oh, with Happy's block skills. Oh, Mountain King almost surrounded there. Killed the
Slight mistake
Fiend.
by Happy. Didn't use the coil in time. Lose a Fiend.
This is... No, still no tier 3 tech. Diving super hard.
The Sim City here perhaps not the greatest. Pretty easy for the Fiends to get into the back.
Again, up to 6 footmen. Good items on the Mountain King. No Nova into the peasants so far. Oh, shop
To
is
repair
almost...
this shop. This shop is really important.
Okay, that's of course an invite to a Nova. Not willing to use it yet. Feels like Blade is losing so much. But it's not critical damage yet.
Played so much gold. Shouldn't he just buy a couple of mana pots here?
Super low on lumber. We attacked the tier 3? No. Breakers.
Alright, here comes the Blood Mage. Finally, there's Siphon.
Breakers? Priest, sorry.
That Nova didn't hit that insanely hard. Kills off 1 footy, yes. Oh, is there no defend, by the way?
No, there isn't. Skip that one. And that was the last bit of mana for a little. Can of course transfer with the Siphon, trying to get it rid of... Oh! DK's around!
Heal pot. Oh, where's the heal pot?
Needs-
Blood Mage, heal pot!
Oh, there's Nova, bye-bye. There was 1 heal potion on the Mountain King. Lots of footmen now. Another Fiend killed.
There's a lot of Fiends remaining, though. Blood Mage is at least gonna be back soon.
Breakers.
Lich hits level 2. Another Fiend is gonna go down right here.
He committed the potion early, so he doesn't have
Lich
anything
almost
here.
stunned.
Also no backpack, which would be great. Teching now. That was one of the latest happy techs ever. Three spellbreakers.
Blood Mage is back. But this shop needs to remain standing. MK taking more damage.
There was a coil. There was an... Oh, he was at 120 mana.
Oh, and now we have Burrow.
Oh yeah, that hurts. No access to a lab. And how to get dust.
Siphon, even on level 1 only, is doing a decent job here. Bloodmage needs to be careful. He's getting focused a lot. DK Stormbolt, not quite a surround yet. Can the Lich getting to freedom? Yes!
Oh boy, both heroes so low. That was the last bit of mana, though. The Siphon prevented immediately, hoping for a bash maybe, trying to get rid of this Lich finally. But no mana. No mana. What? Oh my god, so close. Siphon!
Oh, MK, what are you doing? Oh!
There was mana enough for a Stormbolt and he did not use it. And the Blood Mage falls as well, oh Blade! That's the last Fiend shot before the town portal kills the Blood Mage.
Has to go. Is not going Tavern Revive on the MK, really? He's just sitting here? He's just gonna wait 2 minutes?
Yes. And goes Griffin Aviary. And
that
that's
man.
happy going A-bombs. So the Griffin Aviary is seems to be the right choice. What's the gold saying? 4.
It's only 1 A-bomb though. It's still a whole bunch of fiends. 5 fiends. And Happy goes for a counter expo against human. Mark this in your calendar, boys, because this is super
Players'
rare.
forces are under attack.
2 heroes, super late tech, Happy adjusting his play to blade. Oy, 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 oy.
Yeah, the hero levels are the big story here so far.
Town is under siege.
Happy miles and miles ahead. And this should be an easy middle claim for Happy, right?
Yes,
Happy wants to make sure also this expansion isn't getting cancelled. But if he gets both items from the mid, that's always a big deal.
This... How much of a carry is this Mountain King?
A player's forces are under attack.
Because that kill was huge.
Yeah. So far, not the greatest. But if he gets to 4, if the Blood Mage gets to 3, and the Pally joins him, and he has a big army, that's when he unfolds his full potential.
Should he go for clap? But retraining on level 4, I don't know. Okay, Blood Mage will be back in a bit. Mountain King is back and finally creep again. Scroll of the Beast can be sick for
Players'
Griffins.
forces are under attack.
Doesn't look like Happy is reading this Griffin transition. If he was, I would expect already a Temple to be coming. Happy also going into upkeep right away, not being greedy at all. Just wanting to have as much army at all times as he can to ensure his expansion remains standing.
Rune Braces and Pendant in the DK inventory now. Close for the
Yeah,
Lich.
that's really good.
A player's forces are under attack.
MK4. Pendant for him as well. But Happy knocks on his door.
Paladin, not quite ready yet, about halfway. This is going to be a big help. TP forces Happy back.
He's at 74 supply, but what is really in this army? He has to wait. He has to stall.
So much still en route.
He's pumping everything from 4 production buildings. Breakers and Griffins. MK in
MK
focus. Nothing
taking
for...
a lot of damage right here. Needs heal pots very bad. Gets one.
Good. Right clicks. Knights as well.
Dude, this disease cloud damage right now is adding so much DPS towards the breakers.
Yeah.
Alright, Pally is in. Is this the time now to push back Happy?
Pally and the first Griffin and the
Peasant's
first
back
Knight.
there, dude. Oh, all 1 hit away from dying.
And the shop is gone. No more breakers. But he's transitioning to Knights anyway. And Griffins. 2 Griffins now. Happy doesn't have web. It's about to be finished though. Coil was sick.
There's no orb of fire here to reduce the healing.
And now web is ready.
Fiend numbers could be starting to fall here. More Stormbolts are ready. Going for the A-bomb. I don't know if that's the right target.
Second A-bomb is in as well. The Fiend numbers or the heal ward in the back was running for quite some time. 2 destroyers taking out the Griffins. This transition didn't pay off at all.
Needs to siphon over on the MK. He needs these storm bolts. That's the only way he can force back Happy here. Uses the siphon on the DK, excuse me, instead. Still no reveal. Borrow being abused over and over.
No mana.
Blood Mage in trouble. Blood Mage
Dead. For the third time in this game. He never got off to a good start, and then this super unlucky last hit, and now this. DK kind of hurt as well, but there's Rune Braces and there's soon to be a Stormbolt. Night keeping tabs on that DK. Fiend falling as well. Blade is doing the best with what he has. Stormbolt, oh, pump faked.
Oh, should have perhaps gone through with it.
Ooh, now the
Holy
TP.
light would have been dangerous.
There's one. Right clicks. No ranged army anymore. And the Knight fell doing the TP.
Blade holds on, but
Losing 30
a
supply.
lot of losses. Yes. High 4 levels now. And honestly, this was a fight where there was no web at the beginning. This is probably, or possibly, going to be worse the next time around for Blade. He needs more levels.
Yeah, and how many breakers did die as well? Like, what's the block line gonna be? How does he want to control the Fiends? Stormhammer upgrade now, stays in no upkeep with that double base, but Happy. Double base as well. And just going through with the A-bombs.
Lich about to be level 5. 5-5 against 4-2, 4-1-1. Ooh, rough one.
Yeah.
Dark Ranger now comes in. There's something juicy in the marketplace? Not really.
Okay, Happy pushing again, wants to end this Blood Mage. That's the saddest day of any Blood Mage life.
Yeah,
4th kill.
getting abused. Real bad. Looks like Happy now is breaking through here. If this expo falls, this game is certainly over.
A player's forces are under attack.
GG.
It looked kind of very one-sided, but I think this was a better game than it looked. Like, this was a very unique strat. Quite a surprise. Happy had to adapt his game, but just too many losses throughout the entire game. Just way too much.
Pretty similar to how we saw Sonic earlier. In the top right of Northern, Sonic tries to go in, trying to find kills, finds nothing. Blade goes in with his footies and MK tries to find Fiend kills, finds nothing. Loses all the momentum on the map. Doesn't get level 3. Doesn't get level 3 for the longest time. Blade could have just decided to let Happy creep his Tuskars and creep to level 3 himself. Maybe that would have been a better idea.
Game is up. Final map, number 2 is gonna be Last Refuge. Okay, cool that he tries something new. Cool that he comes up with something that Happy might not expect. How possible is this on Last Refuge now to see something new? Maybe not exactly that strat, but
It is absolutely playable. MK first expo. With or even also without a Merc camp. I would suggest a Merc camp, however. Makes things a bit easier normally.
okay. Happy in, Blade in, countdown starts. How long is the stream already? We didn't even mention it. 10 hours 55. Gotta be honest, today it feels like 10 hours 55.
Yeah, we've had some lulls here and there. But these finals, always exciting. Blade, can he come back now? Happy with the lead, as most expected, I guess. So, we had a surprising opening with the MK. I think Happy was surprised to see that there, but now it's going to be in the forefront of his mind that this could be a possibility. He's probably already going down the options in his head. If it's AM, if it's this group route, I'm going to do this. If it's MK, I'm going to adjust in that way. So perhaps because of that, MK might be a little less effective here. It is certainly harder to creep. AM definitely more reliable.
I like that he throws the curveball at the beginning of the series, because Happy now has to constantly think about, oh, is there an off-meta strat that he's playing? It's not going standard 3 times, or relatively standard. With human you have quite some options. So, what's the hero? MK.
MK again. All right. So, question is, Mercamp, yes or no? The danger of the Mercamp is, if you go for the Mercamp, normally you do the pull with the footy, so it's easier to creep with the rock golem and everything. If the Acolyte comes in and steals your High Priest, that's a disaster. Even if you kill the High Priest right away, the fact that you don't have it for healing and dispel is a complete catastrophe. So I think Blade can only go for the Mercamp if he kills the Acolyte, or he ensures the Acolyte is away. Happy is hiding the Acolyte for now.
Okay, sees it now. What's the plan, Blade?
Alright, Footy is not pulling out the Mercs or the creep camp, so it should be the normal green to start things off with.
I thought for a second. I thought for a second he's gonna Stormbolt the Acolyte and then continue. But no, just on the hero. Bring up protection again. Happy starting off with the High Priest. Burns through his mana, as always. And then soon to have the tech.
The best items here for the MK are certainly the circlets. All about mana.
Is it me or is Happy kinda lucky with item drops today? Big mana like 2 or 3 times, no redo, couple of claws.
He's been fighting quite a few good ones, there's no debating that. DK coming in. Oh, if you could steal that asset, this would be insane. Yep, he got it. Yep.
Ouch.
That was a split second also.
And now he almost has 2 coils during the...
Oh, that's level 2 even before the natural harass starts.
Yep.
A player's forces are under
So,
attack.
Man, that was less than half a second that lasted.
2 coils now. Where are they landing?
MK basically has to use the Stormbolt to get the last hit of the big boy. Oh, well, I guess not if the coil's on cooldown. All
Yeah,
right.
Happy a little too early here. All went to the Mountain King. But there's one more. Is it worth it though? Should he go for the peasants? Skeletons again. How many rods? 1 only. In 3 seconds.
One peasant died and no creeps were stolen. This is once again pretty well defended by Blade so far, but it's not over yet. Full mana on the MK. Should he even Stormbolt one of the skeletons perhaps? Might not be the worst idea.
He could get rid of both of them fairly easy. Calls new militia. Level 2.5.
I don't like that Blade is making this MK look so good.
Forces are under attack.
Gonna see it a lot more on the ladder in the future.
Somewhere in the Czech Republic there's a little boy who's also playing under, getting the worst PTSD of his life.
Is Blade again gonna go aggro with level 2 MK? I really don't think this is the way to go. If you miss these Stormbolt surrounds and kills on the Fiends, I feel like you give away momentum in this mid-game.
He really wants to prevent the level 3 DK and take creeping power away. I can understand that. Okay, here's the surround, but there's so many coils. And now the Necropolis as well. Oh fuck, this MK is surrounded.
Yeah, this
Was
is
surrounded.
again turning out to be a mistake. He could have just crept level 3 by now. He may have even been able to creep the Merc camp.
Player's forces are under attack.
Okay, that has
Alright,
to be a
maybe he
kill.
gets the Fiend. Alright, he gets that Fiend. That's the very least he needs to get hit right here.
He didn't lose too much this harass, and all of a sudden there's a surround, but of course counter surround immediately with these skeletons, trying to get some kills, and with the Fiend power he gets these kills. Mountain King has to be careful.
Yeah, that looked like Happy was baiting that surround attempt. Using so much of your mana, so much of your HP, a lot of your time, you're not creeping for one Fiend kill?
Under attack.
That's not worth it.
Well, slowed Happy down as well, but this is still very close to 3. And the next creep, or whatever, is level 3. Lich coming. Lich out. Low on lumber now is Happy by pulling the ghouls during that fight. And MK will find level 3 as well.
Tier 2 tech just started, so this Blood Mage is far away. Alright, how good is the Stormbolt level 2? Oh, that Nova hurts!
Again, he's hitting so hard. Going for the DK, trying to force the TP, but he can't reach the skeleton's block. This footman was close, but getting killed. There's another Stormbolt though. Nova,
Yeah,
right clicks.
Stormbolt. That should be enough for the TP, I guess.
Coil is almost ready as well. Dodges it. And the Mountain King has to TP out as well, but of course with an expansion you can afford that.
I think that's good for Blade. Buys him time for more tech.
Forces are under
Tier 2 now halfway done. And if he gets the DK surround again, that might even be a kill if he has the necessary numbers. But MK is super hurt and no Shadow Priest to heal him.
Blade is going for the Hawk approach, or is he? No, just hiding on the high ground a little. To see if there's an immediate counterattack.
Good Freddy Scout by Blade. Oh.
Great amount, this is ridiculous.
Oh, the MK getting pressured really well by Happy here over and over.
Like seriously, what is it with Happy and the big mana potion? It's unbelievable. Has to invest quite a bit into potions. Heal potion, invul. Tier 3 on the way now. Blacksmith only now. Tier 2 tech almost finished. Is he forced again into this mass breaker build?
Oh, and Blade has the wrong read. He thinks he has time to creep the lab, but that's not the case. Happy is coming towards the expo.
a player's forces are
Oh, and the militia are still running into the lab. Now they finally go back.
Okay, mistakes it up. Double kill on peasants immediately. Out of arcane range. No Rod of Necromancy though. Happy skipping that again.
MK at least can go for potions now. The mining is still established.
How much time can he buy? Burrow is finished. And way faster tier 3 than on Northern Isles.
Not quite a surround. Oh, the Lich though.
That was a chance.
A little lucky right there.
Again, Blade is skipping defend. Is that worth it?
And dust. Again, not getting the dust. That
And
must be a
dust.
mistake.
MK kind of surrounded there. Doesn't even have an item.
Portion of this
Yeah,
DK,
TP.
my friend.
Yeah,
That's the TP.
second TP. And the shop is at
If
right
there's
there.
a coil. Ooh, but if there's a Stormbolt first. Whew, Blade.
Potion is ready now. Fiend shots. He's not gonna lose the hero to
there
these
we
late
go.
fiend shots again. Here's the Stormbolt. Here's the surround. No way out for the Lich. He's dying as well. Double kill for Blade. Or is it?
Oh.
Must be. Must be. And it is.
Okay.
Now we're talking.
Happy fighting back. Underestimating the damage of this MK here for once.
a
And that
player's
costs him
forces
dearly.
are under attack.
Is there all of a sudden a reveal?
Ooh, that bought Blade so much time. Oh, and snare on the Fiend. Could be the next opening right here.
Sees it.
Stormbolt.
Trying to intercept. Oh, the dodges. Needs.
But now he's probably
dust.
getting the dust.
And he knows that Happy's shop is open.
Dust invul. Yep. Once again, tier 2 breakers into tier 3.
And
All right. Haven't seen this good of an early by human against
A player's
Happy in a while.
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. We said this about Hawk 200 times.
Alright, Blade, now just play it solid, Blade through. Don't make mistakes. Easier said than done, I know.
Lich still coming back. He was level 2, so another quick and fast level 1 revive. And the MK with the big invul.
Big invul, small invul, nice. Good items here to protect the heroes. And now with the breakers, creeping the lab should also be very doable.
Yeah. Getting in a fire and bloodlust on him then. And Happy is focusing on his own progress here, finding the flute.
Takes him forever to creep this camp though, without Lich, without orb. Finally gets it, level 4. Again, opting for the safety death pack, just like he did earlier.
Yeah, against his hero combo. I think that's very, very justified with Banish Stormbolt. Only double Griffin Aviary again. Not a desperation move. This just seems to be the build.
A player's forces are under attack.
Blood Mage, almost level 3. MK, level 4.
Lich with claws. And now Red Spot. This is the Katka's pipe. Oh, just the Warsong Metal Drums. Just 2 damage boosting auras.
That second attack upgrade is gonna add a lot of damage.
Yep. I heard about that. It's +6 now.
Gloves.
Yep.
That goes well on this Lich. Big Invul and Healthstone is also nice for Blade though, let's be
Player's
honest.
forces are under attack.
Ring also good. So, Pally coming. Griffins coming, as well as Knights. Oh, Happy. Does he smell the creep jack on the high ground? No. Takes a moment first to creep the yellow. All these footies are pretty hurt, by the way.
Yeah, the MK as well. He has a heal scroll. Cloak of Flames again.
Oh, that creep jack needs to TP out.
Needs to TP, like
TP out right
instantly.
away.
He's so greedy for this experience. Blood Mage, not for the 5th time, not this way! He had a lot of items on that.
Was he
Blood
silenced?
Mage. I don't know, but there was an invul and a health stone.
Yeah, he should have banished himself first. And then if it gets dispelled, then perhaps use the item.
Town is under siege.
Oh, Blade! These Blood Mage losses.
Needs to buy it back. Happy attacking the peasant line. This time, no counter expansion though. Oh, this Lich is ungodly sick.
There is dust. Yep, there it goes.
There's
First
also-
fiend dead instantly. Same for the Griffin though.
God, how fast is this super expensive Griffin melting?
Oh, Dark Ranger getting focus as well. Again, no Orb of Fire. I guess he's a little too broke for that. Lich out of mana already though. DK only has 1 coil left. Blade is pushing back this force. Not
Sure.
getting distracted by the destroyers at all. Doesn't care about them one bit.
Should
Nice
be careful
silence.
to not overstep. Everything is so hurt. This could be a lot of losses here despite the Paladin.
When the silence wears off, it's hunting season for this MK. Oh, another Night Burrow. And there's no dust anymore.
Lab is open. Maybe on the way back he can get it.
Really needs a farm at the lab.
Yeah.
Dude, these destroyers killed off 1 Griffin already.
And the second one is about to die.
Oh, why didn't he just stand there with the Cloak of Flames? He didn't think of that, I guess.
Kind of a rare situation. Can understand that in a high pressure
Player's
situation.
forces are
More
under
peasants
attack.
being rebuilt. Oh, these destroyers are good. They're really good. I know you hate.
Orb now against these Destros.
Yeah.
And he gets it.
Maybe even a Dragonhawk switch? Because these Griffins don't do anything. Going for the Lich. He has no survivability items.
DK is dry. DK is surrounded.
No way. Potion. Fights out. Has Death Pack. Gets Stonebolted.
Oh, overcommitment. Overcommitment. What's happening again?
56 supply. The Blood Mage is at 50%. There's no mana at the moment. Lots and lots and lots of units dying for Blade. Blood Mage. Oh no. Phew, Healthstone consumed. Mountain King needs to be the hardest carry. That's so rough. Looking great.
Like
Yep.
And with the invul.
You know whose fault this is, right? You know whose fault this is? Your fault. You jinxed it. You cursed him.
Are under attack.
Ah, Blade, man.
What has to happen that this man is losing? Double kill in the mid game. Double hero kill in the mid game. Skeleton slaughter.
Oh, the humans are gonna drool over this game, aren't they?
Hey, a little bit of yeah. This is not Todd's day if he's watching.
Yeah. Honestly, lots of mistakes by Blade post those 2 hero kills.
Got a little overconfident maybe.
A town is under siege.
This Griffin transition, man, it's so expensive, and what does it do? Oh, there's a coil. Ah, prevents it with the Stormbolt, but Echo is wrecked.
Yeah, aren't Knight's gyros just better? Just simply better?
I like the breakers because they give you a lot of stability in the mid game and keep your expo safe.
On tier
Yeah,
2,
yeah.
but on tier 3, don't you just want to go
Just
Knight's
wanted to
gyros?
clarify. GG. I think so.
Blade, that could have been your game.
I mean, gyros is always the issue that once there's no destros, they're dead supply. But maybe if you you build 1 or 2 griffins, you force the web, you try to get some kills and some damage in, and then when Happy commits into mass destros, you switch to Dragonhawks. Because the 3rd, 4th, and 5th griffin didn't do shit.
And I mean, what are the griffins doing? They're adding damage towards the ground.
I
That's what
can
the
see
knights
that
can
being
do also.
I can see that being crazy good late game when you have a lot of mana and a high level Stormbolt and Banish, and then add more damage to that if possible. But
Yeah, if it gets
not
to 80 supply with tons of upgrades, yes, then it's really good.
yeah,
but
yeah. But not
it's
before.
so far down the road.
Yeah, I think they're a little too early, and he needs even more stability. But yeah, I don't know. I really like this breaker play though. Very early. No rifleman, just breakers. Game is up.
I would also come back to that level 2 MK move. Moving all the way north, trying to kill fiends. He got that 1 fiend, but I still stand by the statement that that wasn't worth it. He could have, instead of that, crept the Merc camp. I think that just hands down would have been much better. Maybe he was afraid he might get creepjacked. Maybe that was a concern of his. But for that reason, you should always have 1 footy out on the map scouting. It's usually really easy to find the undead. That's something I haven't seen too much by Blade, scouting with 1 footy. Something that Infi and TH are very good with. Well, 2-0 lead for Happy. We've seen this plenty of times before. Is this going to be another 3-0? Another victory without a single map loss for the undead?
That would be win number 8, I guess, in the ESL Cups. In 10 episodes. Of course, he won every single event that he participated in. Hui. Do we have an overview of that? No, we don't yet. Okay. Let's see. Will we have a longer series and go past midnight? Or will Happy close it and we go to bed early?
Let's see. Concealed Hell. We have seen MK first twice. That is hard to pull off on this map.
Yes. Man, I can see that. I can't see that. Maybe for the first time Archmage. Then it's going to be a very different game.
One style that we saw a tiny bit at WCG and basically never again after was by TH MK first, into tier 2 tech, AM second, tier 2 expansion, stabilize with rifles, go tier 3, inner fire. And I'm not saying that is the end all be all, that that's what has to be played, or that it's the best strat, but I feel like it deserves more discovery. Almost nobody's trying it anymore. We saw Chimiko every now and then trying with fast expo into rifles into super late tier 3, was able to beat 1-0 with that. But for the most part, it's fast expansion into Knight's gyros.
Yeah.
Not what we saw here so far from Blade, but he's switching it up now as well. Away from the MK first, towards the AM. That was to be expected. Happy's build is not changing, of course. And the normal creep route here for the undead would be take out the ogre camp first, let the ghouls and skeletons get the turtle at the green, get level 2, and then harass. This is the early game that is most standard. Or is Blade gonna switch it up? And is he perhaps gonna start playing one base tech now?
Would be rifles then for the first time, of course. What do you think about... I think I would prefer Workshop in general, just for the option to go 1 or 2 tanks and push Happy back. This to me still seems to be very, very effective against him. Even though he got a lot better against it.
Oh, Footy got ensnared.
Yep.
Easily killed. Last hit goes to the creeps though. Looks like Happy got really good at reacting to this early footman harass. We have seen it do a lot more than that in the past. This was not really much of a delay of the creep. Anyways, yeah. Workshop, 2 tanks. The thing is, it's really hard to be stable on 2 bases on tier 3 for so long that you have time for double tanks.
Yeah, true.
Normally, if you invest so much into non-fighting units, Happy's gonna kill you most of the time before that. We have seen it done well enough by Fortitude and by Infi, but it's so hard to find the stability for such a long time.
Alright, DK. Creepjack. Again. 3rd time. This time he gets the kill. This time he is level 2. Cooldown. Gives Blade the 2nd one. Everything kinda hurt here already. And it's another rod of Necromancy. Oh, that's a lot of kills. He's abandoning the creep.
No, he can't. He has to call new militia. He has some still at lumber in the main. But yeah, this is certainly a good delay. Next water elemental ready soon. Happy. Another coil in a bit.
New militia. And this DK HP is not a factor here on CH. Not really. Did the Acolyte get that? Not too sure. Waiting for the big Overseer. That's a game-deciding last hit, probably.
Oh, good pressure now on the DK.
Got it.
AM gets it.
1 long-range peasant. Item is the ring again. Horrible items for Blade once again.
Players' forces are under attack.
Oh, that's gonna be the Lich kind of coming out at the same time as the expansion finishes. That is certainly a late expo for Blade. But the DK's hurt. He's out of mana. Blade might be able to apply some pressure, but now also difficult choice. What do? Do you keep pressuring? Do you try to keep him from creeping? Do you creep yourself to get to level 4 quickly? If you do, you can perhaps even transition into Blizzard. There's lots of decisions here to be made. And with that also lots of mistakes to be made.
Really hope he goes defend if he can somehow afford it. It seems to add so much damage uptime in this footman. And then way more stability. And maybe that is the missing time.
And the fact that the Fiends make it so far towards the Peasants and the Footies are so far lacking behind, that's perhaps a bit of a mistake here by Blade as well. Decent saves so far on the Peasants, but there's no mistake. Some of them will be dying.
Especially with the coil. Happy again, burning through his mana. So, Expo up.
Other rod is ready. Gonna be at least 1 more Peasant falling.
A player's forces
Oh, lots of damage on this tower. Where are all the footies, by the way? Oh, they surrounded and killed a fiend.
Oh, wow. So he finally gets that. No burrow yet, of course.
And the DK still hurts. Still low mana.
He could never reach a fountain due to positioning.
Oh, Blade should be scouting for the reach around right here. The fact that the DK with the fiend comes in, this is going to be a tower cancel. This is the first big positional mistake by Blade this game.
Almost finished. So close. Oh no.
Ah, Blade. And this is why you always need to be scouting with footies
A player's force
in the other avenues.
Hello, Lich. He's going for defense this time at 50%. It's nighttime, could use the DK at the fountain. Lich putting in some pressure, but the fiends are off and the DK is off. Attack is coming.
Alright. Was certainly painful here at the expansion, but mining is still established. Would love to see a shop coming. You see, this time the footy is at the arch, is looking for the run by. And yeah, the footy dies for it, but that's okay if the footy dies and the peasants survive. Costa Nova as well.
The arc is still stupid, by the way.
I was worried you may not be able to get a chance to say it. There we go.
Thank you for the segue. We have tier 3 on the way. And more footmen now. Defend.
Just skipping defend here?
No, he has defend.
Oh, he has defend, okay. Not the most footies though, and they're all lined up for a nice juicy Nova.
Yeah, I mean,
you want
you
to
have-
split those footies?
He had to make a choice there. 3 more footmen or defend. And so far it's defend into more footmen.
Wouldn't it be better to have 2 footies on every fiend rather than 5 footies chasing 1 fiend?
Yep.
Oh, surround! Almost. Almost again! Lich slips out.
A player's forces are under attack.
Good use of these footies here though. Forces back, the fiends, the whole undead army basically. The whole kit and caboodle, as Toby Wan would say. Whoa, that's a fast tier 3.
Yeah, no breakers this time, MK. Also no blacksmith, right? Okay, he's building it now. But yeah, T3 for happy is finished. Did he make it back to get the orb? Yes, of course.
But no 3rd hero yet.
And no level 3 on the DK.
No level 3, yes. Oh,
Player's
Blade, this
forces are under
creep jack could be painful. Happy is coming. Only costing the Watch Elemental.
It's close to level 3.
Sanctum right now. Is that the right call? I mean, breakers are okay.
Oh, for the
I think I'd
first.
prefer to see a second Rax and a workshop, but you know, we don't live in Wonder World where everything's free.
Get a bit, Lord. That's level 3 and 2 and the Pit Lord added. What a crazy crisp timing this is.
Alright, Pit Lord Siege. We've seen this plenty of times before. How well is it going to work out this time?
Defend, level 2. Mountain King ready. This will still take some time to get the breakers in.
Nova doesn't hurt too bad, but the Rain of Fire is doing a decent job. Blade is trying to chew through the mana here of the undead heroes to make sure his towers and economies stand standing, and trying to buy time for the tier 3 to come in.
But Happy's positioning is nice, so the reinforcements always have to make their way through.
No repair on the tower. That's a very easy kill.
Oh, that's really bad. That's the second tower gone. He can position himself so much more aggressively with Pit Lord and Lich now.
There's a lot of human units dying over here.
I don't see any undead units dying.
Nope.
It's like Todd
Because they're
says.
not.
My units are dying and yours are not. How is that happening? Oh, Archmage Potion.
Player's forces are under attack.
Oh, peasants. Mass repair. I am out of mana. MK has one Stormbolt to use,
Nova.
but I'm sure.
Come on.
Oh!
Dead.
No TP.
Town is under siege.
Well,
Yeah.
Pally wasn't ready yet for the Holy Light. That is the expansion cracked.
There was a TP, of course, on the Archmage, but the shop was at the expansion. Then you can just continue to right-click him down. Trying to evacuate. But that's just more experience. Hi-yi-yi. First attempt with Lich and Pit Lord, and it's super successful.
Levels were lacking here for Happy for a long time, but now he's level 3 Lich. And looking primed to take the victory here. Town Hall is buying a bit of time before it's taken out to finally creep something for this MK and Pally, but Blade is even close to level ups.
Alright. What can he do? It's Knights, Gyros, Breakers.
Breaching the main is really easy, especially with 3 destroyers now in the air. Nova,
Nice.
Rain, no towers.
Nope. 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 Everything dies. There's still one TP in him. One fight. But this is definitely the worst game of all 3. And he lost the big fights in the first 2 and as well. So split damage this time, but very limited Stormbolt and a way weaker Stormbolt. Trades 2 spells for once. For one, trades a Fiend against the Knight, gets the Mountain King almost trapped. 4 destroyers. These poor Gyros.
Yeah, in those numbers they win the air fight easily. Few Fiends are going down. Only 2 are left, I guess, for Happy. But
You know what's going down as well?
Yeah.
This Archmage very, very soon. Oh, or not, or Blade entirely. GG. Same procedure as every week, Miss Sophie. Happy wins ESL Cup number 10.
He's the best. He's the greatest. And no European has yet been able to kill him in a best of 3 or best of 5.
Yep.
Well,
But-
no. Cashed it once.
Cashed it once, yeah. But in a best of 3, that's true. Game 3 was not that great, but 1 and 2 were definitely something to build up on. Blade still the biggest human threat for Happy, but still the results are very, very one-sided. Whew, rough. There was a 11-hour 30 stream with Fortitude winning War 3 Station Cup, with Happy winning ESL Cup. We're back tomorrow at 12 for the WGL Team League qualifiers. It's a $120,000 tournament. It's pretty surreal. And yeah, we're going to have some Western teams there as well. We'll see how they do. And that's it. Thanks a lot for a lot of support. Check out our socials. Check out our YouTube. Check out the ways to support us financially if you want to. We have a Streamlabs where you can donate with PayPal and credit card. We have a sub button here on Twitch. We have merch. We have an Amazon ref link. And we had a long shift. So thank you very much for tuning in. And see you tomorrow.
Good night.